Okay, so the timeline is done. Next, we'll come on to the grammar. So grammar, I think, is BBarters course. Video based course is very comprehensive. It's in very much detail. So if you do those videos and if you do the exercises that they suggest, I mean the complete French grammar book, so those are the two things that you only need to study for grammar. If you do that, then you're good with the grammar. So basically you have to understand the grammar concept, do some examples what are taught in the class, and then do practice it in the from the book, and then you're done with that topic. If once the concept is clear and the exercise is done, then you're good with the grammar. Basically, my advice is not to just look up different resources. Keep the resources limited and the good resources one. So for grammar, this is more than enough. You won't be requiring any other resource to study grammar. So from this resource, second point, I think in the first few lessons there is a chapter on pronunciation. Okay, so if some of you guys have ignored that chapter, then that might be a mistake, because in my opinion that's a really good chapter and taught in very good detail, because I have interacted with a lot of French, like while I was doing my speaking sessions, no one corrected me. 90% of time French pronunciation was correct, and the only resource that I used was the videos, I think 3 or 4 videos of the pronunciation that are taught in the class. So this pronunciation has to be right from very beginning, like when you're at A1 and A2 level. The reason is because if you pick up the wrong pronunciation and you keep on speaking it, then it might be very difficult, at the later stage to correct that pronunciation part. So if you guys haven't paid much attention to that pronunciation videos, I would highly suggest doing that, because I did the pronunciation from that only. There are a lot of resources available online, but you can go with this one, and that should be good. Pronunciation is important. Okay. Okay, mistake to avoid in the while doing the grammar, like when you're doing from A1 to B2 grammar, there is one mistake. That's again my personal opinion. Is basically spending a lot of months on just grammar. So what I mean is, like, grammar is very important, but it should not be you are repeating the grammar again and again, because grammar is very vast. And so let's say you do some topic today. By the time you are in the next week, you will forget the next previous topic, which is very natural. But if you have done that topic, understood the concept, you have already done the exercises, in my opinion, there is no point doing the all the exercises again and again, just to get that confidence. So you should understand the concept and you should do the exercise. And if you need a quick revision, you should do that. But it should not be that you're stretching the grammar for a year and you're doing just grammar exercises. And we'll come back to the grammar when we get to the TEF specific preparation or the exam specific preparation. We'll come back to the grammar again, what to do at that point. But don't overstretch the grammar or just keep on doing the exercises, but do the assignments, obviously. Next, I'll come to Edito, and then I'll come on each of the section, what to do for each of the sections, like speaking, listening, reading, writing. I'll come on to that.
So Sumesh, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So the thing is, at which level did you, start your speaking activity? I mean, did you like kind of focused first of all only on the grammar part for a good 3-4 months and then started the speaking activity, or like
Okay.
you proactively started with speaking? Like
Okay.
when did you started forming sentences in your mind, right?
Got it. Okay, I'll come to the speaking part later, but in general, to tell you, like in the BBarters session, there is a Edito A1 starts. Before that, whatever the lectures are, 20 or 23, if you have done that, then you're pretty much good. If you've done that, then you're pretty much good to start with. Like, you can do speaking before also, but you're pretty much good to start with the speaking, writing, all the modules. So those that cutoff where it says Edito A1. Okay, so there are
Yeah.
20 lectures before that. So that should be a good
Mhm.
starting point.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
so sorry. The question is like, I mean, how did you start? I mean, what was your preparation method? I
Yeah,
mean, did you?
yeah, right. So I'm going step by step. So I covered the grammar. Now I'll go to Edito, then I'll come to the speaking section, then I'll come to listening, then reading and writing. So I'll cover your question. Sure.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
Got it. Okay. All right. So next, moving on to Edito.